Hello, anyone. If we're going to save this for later or not, don't know. But they always seem to want us to go live. So, I'm alive! Doing my usual daydreaming like I always do whenever I crochet. And I was just thinking back to our neighbor. She always had like 4 or 5 dogs. She had her really skinny Doberman German Shepherd mix. She had an actual German Shepherd. She had the Golden Retriever. She always had the Black Retriever, who was always like 50 pounds overweight. And then she had like a pig and some horses. And there are basically no black people in New Hampshire. So our substitute for black people were the Mormon kids who would try to convert us all to their religion. She had a nice long driveway. And every once in a while, whenever they'd show up, we could see them coming. So the usual thing you're supposed to do is you let the dogs out. Of course, she'd always start yelling, "The dogs need Jesus too. You're on their turf. They just want to make friends." And of course, they go scampering off because a pack of dogs is very, very scary, no matter how sweet and nice they normally are. But it's like, they need to be converted too. And that's how she made sure that her drinking schedule was not interrupted. I think it's funny that I do have a separate crochet channel that has so many other followers, but at the same time, I think only about a third of them are fake. Only a third. You know, men love to watch crochet stuff and have like African female names with their white man profiles. Yep. I mean, ever since Twitter came out with all their alleged bot activity, it's only gotten worse on Instagram. I mean, they say that they're followers, but once you click on all their links and stuff, they're just variations on porn, sex trafficking, and I mean, at least if it's a person who's just not posting, I'm okay with that. If you choose to have a real life instead of an online life, cool, yay you. But Simone whoever from East Africa with a picture of a white guy claiming to be a pilot. It's like, no, we'll go with the part where you're from like Senegal or something. I wasn't born yesterday. I just thought maybe I should make more stuff about all the fake accounts. I mean, it's not like there isn't enough of them. I had like 3 or 4 Texas-based accounts that are trying to get me to pay them to post stuff on their account so that, you know, charge me advertising revenue because they have millions and millions of followers because their content isn't even good. It's just because, you know, the algorithm sees them as non-human, non-political, they get additional coverage. And this world has turned so political. I mean, it wasn't my choice. But at the same time, you can't breathe without something becoming political or from an angle or a side or cut up and divisive in some way. It's like, can't we just be funny for the sake of funny? Clearly not, because the algorithm doesn't like it when I have an opinion about how my own life should go, and if politicians are screwing it up, I should be allowed to say so. It's called freedom of speech. First Amendment. That's why I go on all the other sites where I'm allowed to have as much of that as I want. Except for on Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes Twitter. Yeah, I don't think anyone who actually follows me said, if I only have, less than 20 people following, how many of them are actually real? Because I know I got rid of all the fake accounts. Got rid of 30 fake accounts. I don't miss them already. It's like ego boost social media. Ego boost social media. I mean, it could explain why I'm so slow to post stuff. I don't think it's going to have an impact. No one's going to see it. They're going to intentionally psych you out by making you feel like you're alone, and that the only people who want to pay attention to you are bots, fake, or there's some, those people who, basically they tell you what to say and think because they censor you, the censors. Like the ones that say, like my favorite one, I'd said something that I had experienced, and they said, oh, this goes against the left and inoculations. It's like, no, it's called it was stupid, and you don't know how to read that right. It's not my fault you weren't born with the sense God gave everybody else. When it came to intelligence, he measured it in with a quarter teaspoon, and someone jiggled his arm. Not my fault. But if anyone sees... Hey, Alexandra. Where are you from? If I don't get an answer, it means you're not really watching. Unless they're just getting better at how to hide the fact that they're bots. Usually not selling a product is one of the first steps. Or my other favorite is, they'll have 2 posts, they'll follow 2 people. No. They only have 2 followers, and they follow 7,000 people. It's like, I do that math. It's cause you ain't good at getting friends, cause you boring or you don't show up for people. That's what being human is all about. Being human means you have to have emotion, you have to have fire, you have to have passion, compassion. A fire up yours to seek out others. I mean, you have to be a little bit offended sometimes because it means you had to listen to the other person. Listen to the other person causes a reaction. It's chemical, it's physical, it's visceral. Because if you have no reaction, you did. That's what it is. You did. I'm pro-life when it comes to my own emotions. I'm pro-life to my own emotions. I just love the quotes from Patrick Henry and John Paul Jones. Give me liberty or give me death, and I have not yet begun to fight. And John Paul Jones was losing when he was just beginning to fight, and they ended up winning that battle. So, you don't know what you're capable of until the chips are down and you pull out everything. You light it up. Burn, baby, burn. And then you go back to your ordinary, boring life where they want whipped cream on their coffee. I don't work at a Starbucks, but I'm sure somebody somewhere does. God bless them. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.